Pin it clawed through your stomach, sharp and meridius. You curl into yourself, clutching the heating pad tighter, but it barely helped. Your body weak, drained, and every moment sent another wave of discomfort ripping through you. You hate this. You hate how helpless you felt. The bedroom door cracked open. Footsteps followed, slow, unhurried. He bravely sprayed you a glaze as he pulled off his leather jacket, toasting it on the couch. His black shirt clung to his stone frame, his sharp jaw clenched, and his dark eyes full of concern as he scrolled through his phone. You shadow hard, forcing yourself to speak. Jungkook. He didn't look up. What? Your figure dug into the sheet. Can you get me some medicine? Your voice was small and hesitate. A heavy sign left his lips. Again with this, he finally met your gaze. His expression unreadable. It's just a period, boy, and your heart sank. Just period pain. Your lips parted, shocked, setting deep in your chest. Jungkook, I have seen women go work out, do everything while on their period, he said flatly, crossing his arms. But you act like you are trying every single time. His words sound more than they should have. You tried to sit up, but the pain made you whine. Do you even hear yourself right now? You whisper. You think I am faking this? Jungkook's hands sharply yanking a hand through his hair. I think you are being dramatic. The lump in your throat thickened. He had never been the affectionate type, never been this kind of man to whisper sweet word or hold you through the night. But this was cold. You shallow back, the tear burning at the edge of your eyes. Something flickered in his expression, hesitation maybe, but it disappeared as quickly as it came. Without another word, he grabbed his key and walked out, slamming the door shut behind him. The moment he was gone, you let out a shaky breath, curling back into yourself. He didn't care and hurt more than the pain in your body ever could. You didn't speak to Jungkook for the rest of the night, not when he came back hour later, reeking of the colonel whiskey, not when he bravely crashed as you before lying down on his side of the bed, and certainly not when he signed in invitation after hearing you shift uncomfortably in pain. Fine, if he didn't care, neither would you. Next morning, you force yourself up despite the lingering pain. Your body presses every step, but you clench your throat and ignore it. If Jungkook thought you were dramatic, then you would be rather suffer in the silence than give him another reason for a battle you. But that by the time he woke up, you were already dressed, moving, sitting as you clean up the room. He sat up lazily, rubbing the sleep from his eyes, his messy dark hair falling over his forehead. He looked absolutely good, and that just irritated you more. You are up early, he muttered, his voice still hoarse from sleep. You didn't respond. He found sanity. Why? And still nothing. Jungkook wasn't stupid. He noticed immediately his dark eyes studying you every moment, the way you avoid looking at him, the way your handle trembling silently when you reach for your phone, the way your lips were pressing to a thin line as if holding back what you wanted to say. He signed. You are mad at me? No shit. You force a natural expression. Why would I be? He narrowed his eyes. Don't play games. You let out a sharp laugh, shaking your head. I thought I was being dramatic. Remember, so don't worry. I won't bother you. Something in his face shifted, his fingers tapped against his knee, a habit of his. When he was irritated, you are still upset about that. You turned sharply, still upset, you scoffed. You call me dramatic. While I was in pain, do you even hear yourself? Is your title. I didn't mean it like that. Then how did you mean it? You cross your arms, your body still aching, but your anger burning hotter because from where I stood, you made it pretty damn clear that you didn't care. He extended, dragging a hand down his face. He hesitated, choosing his word carefully. I'm not used to this. Alright, I don't know how to deal with it. He gestured violently at you, shifted like that. You stared at him. It's not that hard, Cook. You could have even listened. You could we have helped. He was silent. That silence was a scope volume. You turn away, feeling the exhaustion settle in your bones. Forget it, I don't have energy for this. He watches you, walked out of the room without another word, and for the first time something uncomfortable set in his chest, a feeling gnawed at him that he couldn't quite shake off. Guilt. Jungkook didn't see you for the rest of the day, not at the breakfast, not in the living room, not when he returned home late at night. The house was fairly quiet without her usual presence. For some reason, it's bothered him. He wasn't used to this. He was used to you always being there, always talking to him, always looking at him with those expression eyes, even if he was arguing or roll eyes or called him out on the coldness. But now you wasn't even acknowledging him. Jungkook told himself he didn't care, that this was the better way to. Why the hell he was so reckless? It was past midnight when he finally found you, curled up on the couch, wrapping in the blanket in your body. Looked was too small, far too fragile. The dim glow of the TV cast shadow over your pale face. Your skin is still calm for the pain. Didn't suffer from all day. You were sleeping. Jungkook found on his gaze flicked to your unbuttoned bowl, untouched bowl of the soup on the table, then back to you. You hadn't eaten. He extended, rubbing his jaw. Idiot, he muttered under his breath. For a long moment, he just stood there watching you. Something clenched in his chest, something forgotten, guilt, regret, a realization that maybe he had been too cruel. His jaw tightened. He hid his feeling, but he had seen you like this even more. You streak awake when you felt something warm touch your forehead. Blinking, clouded your vision, slowly focus on the figure in front of you. Jungkook kneeling beside the couch, his lips pressed together in concentration. He was touching your forehead, his warm against your skin. Your heart nearly stopped. What are you doing? You murmured, your voice hoarse. He didn't move his hand, checking if you have a fever. You stare at him, barely process his word. Why? His jaw flicked. Because you look like you are dying. You scoffed weakly. I told you I wasn't being dramatic. Jungkook said sharply, his gaze fading away for a second. Then, before you could react, he reached for something behind him. A warm of tea. He held it out of you without a word. You blinked, completely taken back. Did you make this? He scoffed. No, the tea fairly dropped by and left it. Despite everything, a small surprise tugged at your lips. Slowly you reach for the glass, your finger brushing against his, the warmth spreading into your skin, soothing chill in your bones. Thank you, you said softly. Jungkook didn't respond immediately. He watched you, his dark eyes and revealed the void. He muttered, You should have me. It was this bad. You froze made up. I did. His lips pressed into thin line. Yeah, I know. That was the closest thing to apologize you ever going to be get from him, and somehow it was enough. Jungkook didn't leave your side at that night. He sat on the floor beside you on the couch, his strap over the arms as his present quiet solitude didn't speak, neither he did. But when you finally drifted back to sleep, you felt something unfamiliar yet comforting settle in your chest. Maybe Jungkook wasn't as heartless as he pretended. Maybe, just maybe, he cared after. Next morning, you woke up feeling different, not because of the pain has magically disappeared. It was still there, dull and magnificent, but because of the first time Jungkook has stayed. You open your eyes to find him still there, sitting on the floor beside the couch, his head rested in the cushion near your leg, his long lashes casting soft shadow on his cheekbone. He had fallen asleep. Your heart twisted at the sight of him look different like this. Let a sharp laugh, a less guide, almost peaceful. It was just a confession of the man who had brushed off your pain just a day ago, that you almost thought you were dreaming. As if sensing your gaze, streak his warm on his head before his dark eyes fed open. Courier sleep, half sleep, still gaze landed on you, and for a moment he just stared. Then he stretched with a sign, You are awake. You hummed in responsively, slightly the blanket you had wrapped around yourself last night slipping off, but before you could pull it back, Jungkook grabbed it and tucked it around you. Again your breath catch. Keep it on, he muttered, rubbing the sleep from his eyes. You are still cold, you blink at him, you stay all night. His cough, don't flatter yourself, I just fell asleep, but you saw the truth in his face, the way his jaw tensioned, the way his finger twisted. Like he hated, admitted. He stayed because of few silent strays between you. You shouldn't have been mad at him, should be remind him how cruel he had been yesterday, but instead you whispered thank you. Jungkook stayed his lips parted slightly if your word had caught him off, then he extended rubbing his back of his neck. Yeah, whatever. A smile tugged at your lip. You are really bad at this, ain't you? His frown on at what? Caring, he shot out a glare, but there was no real heat. It shut up. You laughed softly, firing it when the small camp twitched in your stomach. He noticed immediately his eyes filled with something unreadable. Before you could react, he reached forward, his large, warm hand sitting on your lower stomach. You froze. His hand touched your but flamed, his palm precisely lighting your skin just enough to add warmth where you had needed most. Your breath hitched. Shut up, he muttered again, avoiding your gaze. His eyes were slightly red, you shallow-eyed, your heart hanging in the chest. This wasn't like him. You knew was cold distance. He didn't do affection, and yet here he was. Holding you, comforting you in the only when he how your lips parted, it was a word come out. Instead, you simply leaned into his arm, letting your heart rest against the couch for once. You didn't need to say anything. Because despite his stubbornness, despite his pride, his action spoke louder than word ever could. He cared, and this was enough.